A lot of our people that are in custody have very little understanding, very little knowledge of our history as Indigenous people in general. Very little understanding or knowledge on residential schools in particular, and how it's impacted our communities more broadly across Canada. So that's where we started. We started with educating our people in custody so that they can have an appreciation for why they find themselves in corrections. It's not all about them and their behavior, that there are other forces at play that have had an influence on our people over many, many generations and have created this criminality in our communities. If we help to make one person healthy, that's going to impact in a good way on their communities. I developed a tool, a medicine wheel tool, and it's 2 wheels, and one of the wheels is the experience of Indigenous people on a very broad level around colonization and how it's impacted our communities. And then the other wheel is how do we put that in reverse and change this narrative, and how do we decolonize this? And so the second wheel is around all of these aspects and what we can do about them. It's very overwhelming to look at that wheel and go, oh my goodness, look at what we've been through. Look at what we've survived. The wheel out of this was the most important one for me. It was like, how do we change this? How do we decolonize all of this? How do we get out of this cycle and into a new one? That's reconciliation, is that second wheel. It's taking all of those awful things and turning them around. We don't need you to tell us what to do or how to do it. We just need you to help support us do it. It boggles my mind to think like this colonial system is so well at what it does and what it was meant to do, that even our own autonomy comes from somebody else. No, it should not. Our autonomy is our autonomy. It comes from us. We can have our own modern way, and we can say what that is and when and how. No one should be telling us when we're ready.